Hello. This is a video. This website is Assurance Wireless's new website to buy replacement phones. This is the cheapest phone. Well, not the cheapest, but the cheapest phone that is a decent design. These other two, as far as I'm concerned, are junk. This one at $49 is the best price for what you get, especially on a tight budget. It is the only phone that has Android 8.1 for such a low price. But it's the Go edition. So essentially, it is an operating system version that is designed to work more efficiently with low RAM and low specs. And the camera is better than the junky phones that I didn't bother clicking on. It's got a 5-inch display. It's got a reasonably powerful battery, 2150 milliamps. And it looks like you could even buy power banks as well if you need to have extra power on the go. I'll think about that, but this is pretty interesting for the price. I found out from Assurance Wireless that none of these are unlocked. So since they're locked to the carrier, you're probably better off getting the cheapest one possible that is reasonable, as long as it's somewhat of a known name brand and not some weird no-name one, like those ANSUL 40 and 50, which I think is below even off-brands that have some brand recognition. This is a Moto E5 Play recondition for $69. If you're a fan of Motorola phones, this might be one of the best ones to choose from for the price, especially since this particular one's reconditioned, so you don't have to worry about paying for the brand new price. Eight megapixel rear and 5 megapixel front. It's got a 720p display right there, 1280 by 720. So it is not full HD, but it will at least be at a rating of 720. Let's see. Water repellent design. That's one nice feature about this. And it's even got a fingerprint reader on the rear. for those that want something like that. Now this website won't load. Here's the Samsung J3 Achieve reconditioned. It's also got an 8 megapixel rear and 5 megapixel front, but it doesn't specify the specific battery rating on here. It just says up to 29 hours of talk time, but without an actual battery rating, it's hard to say how they come to that calculation. But at least this one has Gorilla Glass 5 display. But when I searched independently, I found that this doesn't have NFC, and none of the ones I was considering had NFC. So, if they don't have any phones with NFC, as far as I know, it's probably better and more economical to just buy the cheapest one that's got the best specs, including the best version of the operating system for the price. CoolPad Legacy Go seemed to be the best option, and maybe the best option for others as well. These ones are some weird knockoff company that is so obscure that it's hard to find any information about them. So I wouldn't recommend them because they are extremely fragile, from my experience. Or at least the 4.0 was. And I assume the 5.0 was because it's the exact same specs, except with a slightly bigger display size. 5.0 screen size instead of a 4.0 screen size. And the screen size doesn't matter if the hardware inside is just as junky and just as unreliable and unstable as the smaller one. Okay.